Check-in approved.
Research has proven beyond doubt that so many deities of the past were little more than attempts by hostile entities to intrude into or even colonize our universe. But seeing one in the flesh is another matter altogether. Gatekeepers were typically evasive about their intentions, and I will need to monitor them closely. A captive god. All too tempting.
Good to see you again. Under fairly dire circumstances, I admit, but it makes a change from Cayman. A super-cooled antiverse intruding into a shopping mall, carving it up like cosmic Lego. It's all quite helter-skelter, isn't it? But Keystone's approach to this whole fiasco is another matter entirely. One invasion and they drop the hammer, no warning, just send in the gatekeepers to grab the dark lens and leave the rest of us to rot. I mean, look, they're holed up behind that force field right now, trying to turn the damn lens on. It's like they don't care if this happens to all of Earth. Frankly, it's unacceptable. We need to find a way through and put an end to this.
Well, hello. It's nice to see I'm not the only one showing up in strange places. I got turned around in the lower reactors and tumbled into another portal, largely by choice. I'll tell you all about it sometime, but we've clearly got more interesting things afoot. Our group of gatekeepers have set up shop at the top of Botanicals. They haven't fired on us, but they're definitely protecting something up there. Perhaps another portal? Maybe something that can get us through the force field to the dark lens. My current theory? We should get exploring, but I am under-equipped. You, on the other hand, well, I'm starting to wonder if you weren't born for this.
This is Dr. Lenora Riggs, Trans-Recon Echo 3. It has been more than... since the... But against all odds, we have returned to the facility. It is surpassingly strange to be back at Cascade. None of us would return by choice, were it not for... The state of the place is catastrophic, which is no surprise, and encounter another human being. The temporal disturbance persists, antiverses curdle space-time like off-milk, and the as unstable as predicted. But Dr. Mance's instructions were clear, and we must push deeper into the facility to have any hope of synaptic labs and the... Whether our expedition will be successful, I am uncertain. Some areas have collapsed entirely, and access may be impossible, to say nothing of the wildlife. But we must try. Dr. Lenora Riggs, Trans-Recon Echo 3, out.
happening? I was just making tacos. Next minute I'm over here. The pub's in space. Everything's freezing. There's portals everywhere. What the hell happened, man? When I signed on, the manager said, well, she said stuff might get a bit weird sometimes. But that's okay. It's normal. Does this look normal to you? But when you touched me just then, what was that? I don't feel cold anymore. How'd you do that? Well, whatever. Thanks, man. I'd offer you a taco, but you know, some space and stuff.
Dr. Mance reporting. I received a note from Keystone today. Annette herself contacted me about temporal perforations, urging me to continue, even expand our work. It is one thing to open connections in space, but I am still concerned that perforations in time risk outcomes we may all live to regret. But if Annette wishes the research to continue, my misgivings are of little account.
What now is done must first begin. To leave we come and cease again. I have seen you before and sung all of this again. No origin, no end, but a loop in which we spin. The wheel rolls on, the compass turns, the words we speak like echoes. So, you will go, because you shall come back. You are here, so you are there, and all seems new, and none is true.
Again, what are your orders? The coordinates are the same as before. Unadvisable, ma'am. They could...
Whatever you believe the risks may be, a temporal break is infinitely worse. Do as I say.
Ma'am, lower the force field. Tune to the gateway. Proceed to the gateway. Go on your way.
What you saw, others have seen and emerged no wiser. So do not mourn.
Research Director Mance filing an official note of record, copying. I requested live samples from A3. Live samples. Instead, one of the gatekeeper mystics appears in my office with the remains of a buzztail. It had been ripped up, cut in two, and flayed by whatever force they employed that day. I want to be clear. I understand how important their work is. They will progress if they just follow instructions.
Gatekeepers are shielding the lens. Unless we disable their system, there's nothing I can do! They're locking out the lens controls! I can't do anything until you shut their shield down! I don't want to seem demanding, you're doing extremely well.
world seemed to her shifts eternally. Today, it lies beneath our feet.
You cannot see the peak from the trough, nor the depths from the peak. Such is the way of the world as it unravels and reforms, forever changing, reforged over and again, until nothing remains but the memory of having known something different, perhaps.
Together again.
Don't give me that act.
Ah, my friend. Fantastic to see you. I told you we'd make it, though to be fair, we're not quite there yet. We're free and only slightly stranded. But thankfully, this island is a nexus of force even stronger than Flathill. If you proceed to the hilltop, you'll find a shrine designed to harness these very same forces. It's a touch on the ancient side, but with your sun disk, emanations, I believe you can trick it into thinking the sun has aligned precisely as intended, and produce a rift to wherever you desire.
I suppose you're actually going to listen to this creature. He's about as human as my shoe. Trust an eye, yes. We'd have to be in a dire situation indeed. I suppose you think this qualifies. Still being dramatic, I see.
This is the most incredible day. Not what you were expecting, I know, but rather more significant, wouldn't you say? What a day! I'd be remiss not to thank you for all your help. You've really been an incredible asset. A little unwitting, yes. Ignorant to the point of absurdity, perhaps. But we couldn't have done this without you.
1,000,000 beings from 1,000 worlds pour forth, emerging from these ruptures to engulf the world in its slumber. Save your regret, for it could never have been otherwise. From the blazing start of all things to now, the path was set. When all is change, behold the fixedness of all things.
Oh, hi. This looks bad. I don't suppose you've seen Abe, have you? I didn't think so. One moment he's muttering about submarines, the next he's vanished. I'm fairly confident he wouldn't just abandon me, but I haven't heard a word from him, and, well, I suppose it could be worse. I'm just struggling to imagine how. Oh, Thule made it here? And the shapeshifter? Well, there you go. It's the worst it possibly could be. Wish Abe were here.
Look, as utterly awful as this is, it's hardly the only universe around here.